So guys, the auction. The auction has been a problem, right? A lot of people are talking about it, and I decided to do a video about it a little bit, okay? And of course, thank you all the donations, the members, the patrons. It always helps a lot. So it's problematic, isn't it, guys? A lot of people are complaining about this, and I wanted to give some light to these complaints and also talk a little bit about how they could actually fix this. It's probably just removing this type of mechanic, but we can have an auction kind of situation in the game without having these and be good. But we're gonna get to there later. So, well, the main problem here, guys, is that, look at this. People are basically bidding against each other, of course, to pay to Gaijin to have stuff that are not really worth it. You know, I mean, this type of thing, it's not really worth it, is it? And yeah, people get crazy. I mean, $70, whoever made this, man, come on, like, chill, man. $70 for this skin? I mean, it's crazy. And the problem that I see here, and a lot of people see with this, is, first of all, people, like I said, are bidding against each other to buy something that it's not really worth it. It doesn't, like, it doesn't bring anything too different. It's just a skin that they did for an event. And you're basically giving directly money to Gaijin, right? This is, I think, what people are complaining the most about. Of course, this is just a test, so obviously they could change this. This is work in progress, whatever, you know how it is. I mean, look at this, $128. Oh my god. But so basically, it's not like the normal market where basically you can sell vehicles over here. There are stuff that Gaijin sells here, but for example, these prices, these vehicles that are, I mean, it's a proper vehicle, and the prices that you see here are basically players that are giving this price, and a tiny little bit of that goes to Gaijin, right? While here, it's basically nothing is coming from players. You're basically just paying the whole like money to Gaijin to give you something that is not really worth it. I think that's one of the problems, right? The second problem that I see a lot of people complaining about is that what if they start to do this with vehicles, right? I mean, on the very least, I hope they would just add vehicles that were already for past events, but at the same time, it's basically, you know, a free-for-all, like, how much money you can give to Gaijin to give you something, right? So if they do this with whole vehicles, it would be even a bigger problem, because you are basically limiting certain vehicles in the game for the ones that have the most money, which is a little bit weird, right? So these are the problems. Like I said, this is only a test. I am pretty sure they're gonna change this. But yeah, let's talk about an option that in the video that I did talking about the auction, a lot of people didn't like that I said that I like auctions, but not in the way that it is right now in here. I just said in that video that auctions work in certain games, but it's completely different than this. I'm gonna give the example of Forza Horizon, right? Forza Horizon is a car game, completely different from War Thunder, but how it works there is basically similar-ish to the marketplace, but it's more of a bidding system like this. It's more of an auction that you are participating, but the main thing is that, for example, I want to buy a car there, or a vehicle here, for example, it would be. The first thing is that you would be bidding against other players to buy a player's vehicle. It's similar-ish to what we have in the market, right? So you are basically it's not really a bidding here, it's basically a market, you're selling and buying and everything. But it would be similar-ish to that, but in an auction kind of situation. So for example, I have an F14 from the Iranians, right? I would have this one and put an auction on it, and let's see how much people pay in a certain period of time. You know, that's how it would work. But the thing is, and the most important thing, is that in Forza, you're not using real money. Technically, Gaijin coins, I mean, they could be real money or not. It depends whenever and however you are getting it. I mean, Jesus Christ. But, I mean, 1,060, holy mother. It's been a while since I checked the marketplace, but yeah, basically, you know, you are spending what it is, the Silver Lions there, the credits, right? So basically you can have a bidding of Silver Lions to people, you know, to buy a certain vehicle, a certain car or whatever, you know. So these are the ones that I love in auctions, in games, because then players can get money inside the game, money, or, you know, other things even, but mainly money like this, like Silver Lions, with selling a vehicle that is yours. And this is just, you know, and then somebody is winning, somebody is losing money, but it's inside the game money. The main difference here, of course, is that Forza is not an unpaid game, so that's probably why they use that system. They can afford to use that system, while Gaijin, of course, is a free-to-play game, so they are trying, of course, to get money out of this, because, of course, this is how they get money, you know, with these types of transactions. But again, I mean, shouldn't it be a limit here, or I don't know, something needs to be done here, or just rethinking, because people are not liking this, me included. I think it's a little bit weird. I mean, I'm in the opinion that you can pay whatever you want for something that is not worth it, and I will not do that. If a certain person wants to do that, who am I to actually say that you cannot do that, right? But at the same time, it is a little bit weird, because you kind of, since it's a number of lots and everything, you're kind of having these very expensive paywall, and you are basically, it's not really a paywall, but you're making everybody fight for themselves to get the thing that it's not really that worth it. It's just weird, you know, it's kind of weird. So I don't think it's the end of the world, but at the same time, I think they need to rethink this. It's a little bit controversial, but in my opinion, I think, but a lot of people are just a lot more aggressive. They think this is ridiculous and stuff. I think maybe there are changes that can be done here to make it work. Like I said, I think in the Forza system is better, because you're using in-game money and not real money, not Gaijin coins or whatever. So it's a little bit less weird, I would say, but and it's player by player, you know, there's no system involved normally. So yeah, it's just kind of weird. So let me know in the comments what you think about it, what you think about the Forza system that I talked about, and let me know in the comments. So I see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe, leave your feedback on the link that I will leave in the description. They are listening to the players normally, so you shall take a look there, and they will probably have an idea of what you guys want to see, if it's the complete removal or a change or whatever. Leave the feedback there as well, okay? So I see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe, and bye.